It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set up. 70 range. 70 range. Hook.
Penix here from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Lions will go on offense. 1st down, ball at the 36.
17. 17. 17.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
And they bring him down around the 34. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. They go play action with Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
19 Lions. Set. 79 Broncos. Set up.
3rd down, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Penix working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll take over here following that punt to end the 1st. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll fight the good fight forward to around the 21. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught for the 1st. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Gibbs now from the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. Jukes out a 1-stop. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 76. 76.
From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Whirl it, whirl it.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Escapes the pocket. Still has some space inside the 35. He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Right. 17. 17.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's on the move. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Five.
Goff on 3rd. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 20-zip lead. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Penix. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons facing 2nd and 10.
Track at 60. Here we go. Shot. 18. Pioneer. Hup.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that gain. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Connecting on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Penix now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the... That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. On the move, headed right. Pass complete to Gibbs. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, lift!
Goff back to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game.
Set, Buffalo 18. Go.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Escapes a defender. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
5. Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Now gone. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky didn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. We missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's out of bounds, not the return that he had drawn up, no way, and actually loses yards. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll come up 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Go!
Penix here from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hook.
Throwing on 2nd and real long here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Let's go. Right there. 18 rattle. Take off.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession.
Hey, 5. What?
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. It's Gibbs on the carry. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the 47. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Penix working from the gun. Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
19, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Penix now to throw. Looking slant route, complete. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix now. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running it with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Another one for Gibbs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions lead by 15 now. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Giddy up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come 19. Come 19. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
To the air with Penix. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
It's 4th down.
Check smash. Check smash.
Desperation time here on 4th. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they bring him down around the 34. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. They go play action. Here's Penix. That one's complete to London. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And again, it's Penix. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
79 Bronco. Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
They're on it. That's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Lions 28, Falcons 19. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they draw up on 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they'll continue to lead by 9.
Kid, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
18, Pioneer.
Penix now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To throw. He's got a man left. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Trap 60. Check go.
Looking to throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Working inside the red zone. Connecting on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt. And he's got a man complete. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This is Gibbs on second down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.